This morning, the court held a Zoom hearing on the protective order of Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's legal battle. Currently, there is a model protective order, but Blake Lively's side filed new documents trying to get an AEO, which is an attorney's eyes only protective order. If an AEO provision is granted, it will limit access to certain sensitive information so that only the attorneys involved in the case will be able to see it. So that means not only will the public not have access to it, but also parties involved in the case will not have access to it. Luckily, I was able to hear both sides argue this morning, and I have to say Blake Lively's team sounded pretty weak in my opinion. I have audio clips from the hearing, and I can definitely share if you guys want that, but I can say that Blake Lively's attorney definitely struggled in the beginning. She was very long-winded. She said a lot without saying much of anything. And then Brian Friedman spoke, and I just feel like he spoke very confidently, very matter of fact. He was very informed, and I just wouldn't be surprised if the judge ends up agreeing with Brian Friedman. At one point, Judge Lehman told Blake Lively's attorney that if this case goes forward, a lot of this information is going to become public anyway. He also stated that there is a public interest in how this court is being used, and the court has to respect that. Blake Lively's attorney tried to say that this protective order, the AEO, would protect third parties, and that could be anybody from Taylor Swift or the two female witnesses that are on her side. Brian Friedman argued that the model order is sufficient to protect those parties, and he also said they are asking because there are people who are powerful in the industry, and then he said that there shouldn't be different laws that apply. He also said this isn't a situation where it's Apple versus Microsoft and we're trying to protect trade secrets. Blake Lively's attorney then tried to say that Mr. Friedman once used the AEO order when he was defending Quentin Tarantino. Brian Friedman responded saying that case involved trade secrets and screenplay pages from Pulp Fiction. He said it's a very different situation, and the court knows AEO are typical, but in trade secret situations, not in situations like these. After both sides went back and forth with their arguments, the judge ultimately said that he's going to be ruling later, so I will let you guys know what happens from here.